Hello from Arlington, Texas. We're live inside Globe Life Field. It's the Los Angeles Dodgers and the Texas Rangers. All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. And now the DH, Shohei Ohtani.
The designated hitter, Shohei Ohtani.
And the right-hander deals. On the ground to the left. One up, one down. Now it's Mookie Betts. This guy is an elite level hitter, especially considering contact, just the ability to hit for average. What you really like, though, stays in against those righties. And this one's into the outfield. Could be extra bases. Now he'll turn for second. Betts into second.
Batting third. The first base.
One out, runner at second. Freddie Freeman now at the plate. And a foul ball. One out and a runner at second here in Game 3 of the World Series. Up the middle, and that one finds its way through. The throw in, and he's out.
Batting fourth, the catcher.
And up to the plate is Will Smith. 2 outs. Swing and a ball popped up. Sizes this one up. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And that is that. Now it's the switch hitting outfielder, Leody Taveras.
The center fielder, Leody Taveras.
Glass now, ready to deal. That one finds the zone. That is strike 2. Way high. 2-2. And a pitch. Swing and a pop-up. Settles underneath it. Puts it away for the out. And there's one down.
Batting second.
Nathaniel Lowe up to hit.
Nathaniel Lowe.
Left-hand batter waits. That one the other way, and that should be extra bases. Makes the turn and heads for second. The throw in there safely. So now it's Corey Seager. That one missed. And the righty deals. There's a swing and a drive. And it goes just foul. Runner at second here, one gone. That one ripped. Out of here. Corey Seager goes deep. It's 2-0. So 1 out, nobody on. And now Adolis Garcia. 1 down, base is empty. And another ball. That's down and in. 2 runs across in the inning here in Game 3. Foul ball. Payoff pitch. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And there are 2 down. Now it's Marcus Semien. The pitch. And a swing and a miss.
Well, with this many pitches thrown here in this first inning, I mean, you're giving the other team a really good look. He's going to have to find a way to get some weak contact, maybe a swing and miss, get into that dugout and hit the reset button.
2 down, nobody on. Fouls it off, still 1-2. And he deals. Right side. And Freeman, the Gold Glover, makes the play. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Back at Globe Life Field. New inning getting started. Here comes Max Muncy.
Max Muncy.
Let's talk about great individual postseasons. One that really sticks out to me is Ricky Henderson in 1989. He hit 4. That one well upstairs. 2-2.
Man, when I think about great postseason performances, hard to top Carlos Beltran in 2004. 8 homers and 6 steals in 12 games with the Houston Astros. He didn't even get to play in the World Series that year.
Kicks and fires. Hard hit right side. In plenty of time to first. Leadoff man retired here in the second. And now Teoscar Hernandez. The Dodgers trailing by 2 here in the top of the second. And it's even up.
2-2's the count.
Struck him out looking. 2 outs, base is empty. And up next for Los Angeles, Miguel Vargas. Swing and a miss at 100 miles an hour.
1-2's the count.
Two outs.
Ball.
And that's downstairs and outside. Foul ball, and it remains a full count. The pitch. And he walked him.
One of the things about that 2-out walk, the base runner over at first base is going to have a very aggressive secondary lead. So a ball down the line or into the gap will produce a 2-out RBI, and those are the best. That is, if you are the offensive side of it.
Vargas, the runner at first with 2 gone. And another ball. That one off the bad part of the bat, just a lazy fly ball. Makes a nice grab at a full sprint. And that is that. Back in Arlington, down the third baseman, Josh Young.
The third baseman, Josh Young.
Right-hander kicks, deals.
So here's an interesting note on Glasnow. He's been known to look at photos of people he doesn't like before it starts. It's a way for him to kind of get angry, and then he carries that anger out to the mound to help him pitch. Sounds like a good strategy to me, but I wonder who he's looking at.
And a ball and 2 strikes. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again.
Pitcher having a pretty tough time getting that swing and miss. 3rd foul ball in a row.
Cut on and miss. Struck him out. And there's 1 down. Now the left fielder, Ezekiel Duran. And this is inside.
2-1.
The 2-1. Muncy. Over to first. Already 2 out here in the home half of inning number 2. And next is the designated hitter, Jared Walsh. 2 outs, base is empty. Ground ball right side. He takes it on his own. 3 up, 3 down, inning over. All set for the start of the inning. And at the plate for the Dodgers, Andy Pajes.
Andy Pajes.
The 1-1 is fouled off. And a swing and a miss. And one gone.
Now batting.
Back to the top of the Dodgers order. Here's Shohei Ohtani. The Dodgers down by a pair. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. And now the count 1-2 after the swing and a miss. Struck him out swinging. Couldn't hit the fastball at the knees. 2 outs, base is empty. Mookie Betts steps to the plate for the Dodgers. That one almost got him. Next offering is downstairs. The pitch. 3-2 now.
He must have been looking for something else because he gave up on that pitch a little early. It was right down Main Street. Probably not going to see a better pitch.
Oh, that's a strikeout, and that'll do it for the inning. Set for the bottom of the third. Now the catcher for the Rangers, Jonah Heim.
Jonah Heim.
And a pitch. And another ball.
2-2.
Gets a piece and stays alive. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. Righty to the plate. Runs it up to 96 to record the punch out. So the batting order turns over. Here's Leody Taveras.
Leody Taveras.
One down, base is empty. And that's outside. Now 2-2. And a foul ball, he stays alive. Swing and a high fly ball down the right field line. And there's 2 down. Here's Nathaniel Lowe.
First baseman, Nathaniel Lowe.
It's in and out of his glove, but they get the out at first, and that'll do it for the inning. World Series Game 3. And at the plate for the Dodgers, Freddie Freeman. Left-hand hitter waits. Swing and a miss. Blew it by him at 99. That one missing inside. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. And a pitch. Into center and a base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
A couple of hits in a row for him here. Handled that down and in breaking ball very well. And saw the break early coming from the other side and just let it get deep enough and drop the barrel on it at the very last moment.
Stretches out and holds it in.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
Ball to strike. And a foul ball. Freeman leads off first with 1 away. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Blew the express right by his bat
Now
for
batting,
strike 3.
left fielder,
Here's Teoscar Hernandez. Righty delivers. Up and in. And it's 2-1. That's a little bit low. The Dodgers
3-1.
trailing by 2. Top half of inning number 4. And it's fouled away.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitter's got to stay focused on the pitch.
And here's the 3-2. The right-hander gives up the 2-out walk.
Not what he wanted to do there,
The
Boog.
bat.
That keeps this inning
The second
alive
baseman,
and gives this offense a good
Miguel
chance to cut into their
Vargas.
deficit.
So 2 on with 2 away. Here's a big power threat. Miguel Vargas. Well struck, deep right field, way back and out of here. He circles the bases and they take the lead. It's 3-2. So 2 down. Now it's the right fielder. Here's a 2-2. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. And welcome back to the
Leading off for the
ballpark.
Rangers,
Bottom of the 4th. Seager
the
stands in
shortstop.
now.
Corey Seager.
Well, after scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shutdown inning. Get that hot team back in there to swing the bats.
The pitch. Fouls one away, and now 3-2. Here comes the pitch. That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
I don't think he really wanted to pitch to him right there anyhow.
Now batting,
Adolis Garcia
the right
stepping
fielder.
in for the Rangers.
Adolis Garcia.
And here it comes. Ground ball right side, could be 2. To second for 1, and it's over his head. In there, he's safe. So runners at the corners, nobody out. Here is Marcus Semien.
Marcus Semien.
And a swing and a miss. And that is a big first
Now
out.
batting, third baseman
2 on, 1 out. Here's Josh Young.
Young.
He's been such a good hitter with runners in scoring position. Some guys just take it to another level. For him right now at the plate, it's like everyone else is in slow motion and he's in full speed.
Next pitch misses way outside.
Well, all eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning.
And a swing and a miss. Huge strikeout
The left
there.
fielder, number 20.
So 2 down now,
Ezekiel.
and here is Ezekiel Duran. Glasnow picks to first, and he's back in easily.
I think you want to get a one-way lead, be very aggressive in the secondary. This hitter not a power guy, so you want to make sure that you can get some length on the secondary lead and perhaps score on a ball in the gap.
Pitch misses there. 3 balls and a strike.
3-1.
And that'll fall for a base hit. The tying run is in to score from third. It's 3-3.
Well, patience and discipline paid off right there as he got into an advantage count. I don't know how he's able to shoot that pitch the other way and still put something on it. That pitch was inside, and he let it get.
Now this one gets through. Around third. And he's out.
He's out.
Cut down, and that ends the inning. We're back, and there's a new arm on the mound to start the 5th. Cody Bradford.
Still pretty early in the ball game, so this bullpen has some work ahead of him. Best case scenario might be if he can come in here and get several quick outs, kind of bridge the gap that starter left for him.
Stepping in, the long ball threat, Andy Pajes. That one finds the zone. It's 2-2. The wide to kick the pitch. Got him swinging.
Now batter, designated
Back to the top of the lineup. Here's some real power at the plate. Shohei Ohtani. The 2-1. And it's strike two. That misses the zone, and the count's full. The wind and the pitch. And that's ball four.
A great back and forth, and that at bat. He had to lay off some really close pitches, and somehow, Boog, he found a way to keep the bat on his shoulder right there. I'll tell you right now, I couldn't have done it.
That one finds the zone, and out 2-2.
2-2.
Shohei on the go. Swing and a miss. Throw to second. Great jump, and that is a stolen base. It wasn't even close.
Now batter,
Freddie Freeman up to the dish.
Freddie.
Ohtani at second with two down. Late with the swing there.
Well, a come and get me fastball right there. He didn't look ready for the velocity. I think it'd be a mistake to throw him anything off speed right here.
Man at second. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Had him out front for strike three. And we're back. Here's the catcher, Jonah Heim. This is a guy who is very highly regarded defensively. Fun to watch him control stuff behind the plate. Good game caller, good at framing, but it's that big arm that really stands out. Swing and a miss, and that one missed by a ton.
Yeah, and because he's got the big arm, he pays attention to the running game and is sure to manage it.
And there's a hit, and that turns the lineup over.
He was all over that one. Pitch was in and off the plate. So hard to do anything with the pitch in that location, but somehow he got the barrel to it and hit it well. Pretty amazing.
And fouled off. Caught him looking for the K. And now the first baseman, Nathaniel Lowe.
Definitely wants to stay out of the double play here. Ball on the ground in the infield. Should be an inning-ending double play.
And a good eye there.
Well, you got to give him credit out there on the mound. This outing started off a little shaky, but he's found a way to settle in and turn this into a pretty good start. Kind of shows you a lot about his mental makeup as a pitcher.
The pitch. Out towards left center. Hernandez settles underneath it. Makes the grab for the second out. Now it's Corey Seager.
If you don't get ahead in the count, you can forget about having any success against him.
The 2-1.
Good pitch to hit on a tee up in the zone. I think he was looking for something else right there.
Strike three. Got him looking on the changeup. Back at Globe Life Field. And now the catcher comes up to hit. Will Smith. And the pitch. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Swings and misses. Struck him out. Muncy digs in.
Number 13, Max.
One out, base is empty. Next offering in there for a strike. Going to count 1-2. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Now batting, left fielder.
So digging in, Teoscar Hernandez. 2 down, nobody on. That one ripped, but foul.
Well, he missed a hittable off-speed pitch right there. Not sure exactly with the timing. Sometimes you get a backup breaking ball. You're expecting it to make its move at the end. It never does, and you're tied up.
Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Breaking ball inside. And the count is even, 2-2. Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again. Warning track, wall, and you can touch them all, baseball man. That was blasted to the moon. It's 4-3. So 2 away with nobody on. Miguel Vargas steps to the plate for the Dodgers. What a stop. Over to first. Pretty nice play there. Back now for the bottom of the 6th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Dustin May.
Still a lot of game left, and this game could go either way. So this is a big opportunity for him to get some important outs and try to help carry this lead into the later innings.
Well, 1-run game. Now it's going to be Adolis Garcia. And the right-hander deals.
Well, with both starters out of this ball game, it now becomes a battle of the bullpens and just seeing which manager can match up better and who's able to get to the finish line.
Hard hit, base hit. Off to a good start with a leadoff nod.
Well, that may end up being an at-bat we go back to later on when this game is over. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
Over to first, and he's saved. With the go-ahead run at the plate here in the bottom of the 6th. Now a chance for Marcus Semien. Double play ball to second. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. There's one.
Well, that was clearly a double play ball, but the bobble unfortunately prevented him from being able to get 2. But a good job to stay with it and make sure you got at least 1.
May delivers. That one's in there. 1-2.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
Hit on the ground, might be 2. Vargas toss to second. On to Freddie. Double play. Back in Arlington, top of inning number 7. And now the right fielder, number 6. In for a strike. 1-2.
Well, now that this is a bullpen game, it's clear that whichever bullpen steps up the most is likely going to come away with the W.
The lefty fires. And there's a ball. And a pitch. Battling here as he fouls it away.
Hanging in there pretty good against the lefty.
And a swing and a miss. He battled for a long time, but it finishes with a strikeout. You can't be mad at yourself after an at-bat like that one. Here's the center fielder, Andy Pajes. Right through there for a strike. Base is empty, 1 away here in the late stages of Game 3. and a miss, struck him out. So the lineup flips over. Shohei Ohtani steps to the plate for the Dodgers. 2 outs. That one misses. Now 2 balls and a strike. And he gets tied up right there.
Well, and those hitters count sometimes can be a little too aggressive, and a good pitcher will play off of that. He's got to get a better pitch to hit.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. And welcome back to the ballpark. Here's the left fielder, Ezekiel Duran. Looking to get the tying run on base. Next pitch in for a strike. 2-2. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. Next to hit, Jared Walsh.
The designated hitter, Jared.
Trying to hold a 1-run lead here at the bottom of the 7th. And a count 1-2. Wouldn't chase that time. Left-hand batter waits. And that one popped to short. Betts settles underneath it. He's got it, and there's 2 away.
Well, that was a pitch you got to crush. Unbelievable that he missed it right there. And I'm telling you, he is going to be frustrated with himself until his next at bat.
Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike 2.
Well, you got to find a way to catch up to that pitch. Perhaps shorten the swing, eliminate the stride. That one came in hot, but right down the middle, you're saying to yourself, how did I miss that pitch?
Well, we'll hold that thought as that's the 3rd out, and we'll end the inning. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Josh Spores
gets an opportunity to square off against his former team, so I wouldn't be surprised if he came out a little extra jacked up right here.
Mookie Betts will get us started. He's a guy who does it all. With the lack of contact in today's game, this guy hits for contact, so he delivers average, but there's on-base slugging too. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did.
Early in the count, you have to be real careful because of that power, but then if this hitter gets a strike or 2 on him, he's still very comfortable. And because he has the ability to get the barrel to the baseball, he's a threat deep into the count as well.
Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt. Gets him. 1 away on a drop 3rd strike. Here comes Freddie Freeman up to hit. One down, base is empty. In the air, pretty deep out to center field. Taveras makes the grab, 2 down. The batter now will be Will Smith.
Will Smith.
A swing and a miss as he chases way out of the zone. High fly ball down the left field line. And that is that. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th. Brusdar Graterol.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect the tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
So the Rangers batting order turns over, and now it's the Rangers leadoff hitter, Leody Taveras. And that one a little below the knees, and that's ball 2.
It's good speed at the top of the order here. You want to get it on, see if you can get a stolen base, maybe get around the bases and pick up a run.
Kicks and deals. Right through there for a strike.
Definitely not a pitch location you're expecting up there as a hitter when you know the guy's got a good sinker ball. If you can get in that location.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. Now here is Nathaniel Lowe.
The batter, the first baseman.
Holding out to a 1-run lead here the bottom half of the 8th inning. And another ball. Out to short, bats up with it, whips it to first on the run.
That's it.
And that quickly 2 away. And here's Corey Seager to hit.
Good sinker low in the zone right there and produced exactly what he was looking for. Ball on the ground, nice ground out.
2 down, nobody on. Just off the outside edge. And it's 2-1. Right through there for a strike. 2 outs. And that one is lifted in the air. Pajes gets under it. He's got it, and that'll end the inning. Back now, and on the mound, the closer, Jose Leclerc.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Well, 1-run game. Here's Max Muncy, that funky Muncy. That one finds the zone. That's strike 2.
Well, that's really the money spot, down and away. If you can locate that consistently, it's going to be real tough for hitters to square that up. That's what you love to see relievers do coming out of that bullpen.
Swing and a miss, handcuffed him with that slider, and a strikeout for the first out here in the 9th. Swings through that one out in front that time.
A lot of times you'll see a pitcher maybe double up on a pitch. This guy will throw it 3 times, 4 times in a row because hitters just can't lay off of it.
Full count.
1 down, base is empty. Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. And he deals. Worm burner into the outfield for a knock. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Now batting,
Miguel Vargas steps to the plate for the Dodgers. Next pitch is outside. Late that time, and it's strike 2.
It normally does damage on that pitch in that location. Just a swing and a miss there. I don't think you want to throw it again, though.
That one missed. Three-2 now. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Leclerc throws over. Hernandez back in on a dive. Right-handed reliever. Good plate appearance there. Able to take the walk. It wasn't easy, but he earned that walk after a long at-bat. Now it's the right fielder. That one finds the corner, and the count 1-2.
Wow, just a beautiful backdoor slider right there. If you've got any chance of hitting that pitch, you have to wait until the absolutely last millisecond. Just a tough pitch to hit, and not an easy one to throw either.
Kicks and fires. Got him looking for the strikeout. Couldn't pull the trigger on the first and second with 2 outs. Andy Pajes steps to the plate for the Dodgers. Outside. And the count is 3-1.
At this point in the game, you cannot issue free passes. He's going to have to challenge this hitter. Hitter's got to be ready to swing it.
Fought off foul. Crowd locked in right now. 1-run game here in the 9th. And a swing and a miss. And that's that. Back now as they hand the ball to a fresh arm to start the bottom of the 9th.
Now this is an extremely confident pitcher. He loves the pressure. Actually likes the 1-run game better than a comfortable 3-run save opportunity because that's when he pitches his best.
And now the right fielder, Adolis Garcia.
A lot of times you're looking for a guy to get that tying run on base, but because of the power, you want him to tie up the game with one swing here.
Swing and a miss. And the count is 1-2.
1-2.
Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. And the tying run is on base here in the bottom of the 9th.
Just a clutch at bat right there. Big time swing when this team really needed it. Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch. Just shot it through the infield.
Marcus Semien stepping in for the Rangers. 1-run game, bottom 9. Throw to second. Great jump. Right-hander kicks, deals. That's off the mark. Now 3-1.
Well, comfortable or not, these are the situations closers they seem to live for. When you get into some hot water, a jam, tough spot, whatever you want to call it, but this is where they earn their keep.
So the tying run at second. He fouls it off. We'll do it again. On the ground to third. Zips it to first. 1 out, bottom of the 9th.
That play won't be trending on social media later on, but it's still important to execute it to perfection. This game is a lot harder than it looks, partner.
And he grounds one back up the middle. Throw on to Freeman. Now only 1 out remaining.
Well, there's a lot riding on that at bat right there. Nice job of the pitcher to bear down, make the pitch, get the ground ball. Excellent piece of work.
2 outs. Fouls 1 away, and now 3-2. The Rangers down to their final strike. Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. The pitch. Ball 4. He walked in, and that keeps things going.
They're not ready to go home quite yet.
Stepping in, Jared Walsh. And there's no doubt that they'll feed off the energy from this crowd, right?
I mean, yeah, I'd say the intensity level has gone up a few notches for sure.
Swing and a miss. And that is strike 2. Got him swinging. It's a strikeout. The tying and go-ahead runs are left aboard as this one is over.
All this team needs is one more win, but when you're playing in the postseason, it's not just a win of a game, it's a win of an inning. It's a win of an at-bat, it's a win of a pitch count, and that's what they're going to need to do in the next game to take the series.
So, Chris, here's a look at the final numbers from what turned out to be a really close ball game.
Yeah, this is one of those games that clearly could have gone either way, and that's kind of exactly what you expect out of postseason baseball. So competitive.
4-3 our final score. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew, I'm John Shambi saying so long.